Hi guys, David here with Terrain-Tronics.com. I'm doing terrain and LED lighting for all of your tabletop RPGs and so on. I've been asked a technical support question very recently, and I thought I would just walk through the answer with you here. Maybe it'll make some interesting content for some of you that are interested as well. So I have a customer that's currently using a Wiston Castle board, or Wiston Lite. This Wiston Lite board you can see just here is a really, really tiny one. And normally when you hold an LED magnet over the board, the LED lights up. And the question was, hey, I want to make this scene where there's an eyelid, and when you pull the eyelid open, it lights up. But it starts lighting up as soon as you start moving it, which means basically as soon as you start pulling the magnet away, that's when I want the light on. So the opposite behavior. And so very, very clearly, that takes a little bit of hacking to do. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. A few things just to talk about here. VDD or VCC is your battery supply. Like that's going to be like a 3-volt battery or a 5-volt USB. Ground is 0 volts. And to make an LED light up, we actually need to make power pass from one high side to the low side and so on. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Now the chip, there's a teeny tiny chip right here on a Wiston Lite, and that's the magnetic detector. It's got 3 pins on it, and we're going to talk about those 3 pins because I'm going to explain what it is we do to solve the problem here. So this little chip, when there's a magnet, the output pin goes low, in fact, right? So when there's no magnet, it's high. When it's out, it's low. That's kind of the opposite of what you'd really expect, really, isn't it? In your head, you're thinking to yourself, okay, when I see something, I should go high, but this chip does the opposite. And the question is, how can we take advantage of that? So let me show you how this circuit looks in a really simple sort of video kind of way. There's a switch inside essentially, and when there's no magnet today, where the LED is, and you can see it flowing here, the LED is flowing current when the high can go low. Now if we move that LED, we can make the current flow when there's no magnet instead. Okay, so what we've essentially done, what we're going to do is move the LED on this board. That's going to take a little bit of a hack, but it's not too difficult. So let's have a look. This is the standard schematic, and I know you guys aren't electrical engineers, right? Crafters mostly. So let me explain how this is working today. This is the battery, right? The battery voltage, the 3 volts you're getting from your battery, it goes through the LED, and then when there is a magnet today, that electricity flows down back into the chip, right? And through the switches inside the chip to ground, right? So we've got this kind of flow. We need it to be the opposite. So what we're going to do, we're going to hack it a little bit. Remember that this chip is weird, and it's high when there's no magnet. So this goes high, and we want the current to flow out of here through the LED by here to ground, right? So one side is low, one side is high, and that means electricity is going to flow. Now, what does that look like on a real board? So what we're going to do, we're going to take the Wiston Castle board, Wiston Lite, and it's really, really small. It's 10 millimeter by 10 millimeter. And we're going to use one of the holes that was for the short leg of the LED, but instead we're going to make it the long leg of the LED. And then we're going to bring it into the LED and then bring the short leg of the LED back to this pad. So it's a little bit of a hack because we've got a long leg here, this short leg of the LED, and you can see it just coming down here, needs to share a pad with the black wire from your battery pack. All right, so it's a bit of a hack. It takes a wee blob of solder, you'll get there. It's not terribly complicated, but what it means is, let me press play here. If I can press play.
Okay, Pop, because this is a Wiston Lite board, this is a power supply for it, and the question is, can we invert the behavior so that it switches on when there's no magnet and switches off when there is? So let me just switch the circuit on. Okay, now there's some drawings I'll add to this, but basically we've changed how the LED is wired just on the board, right? And right now you can see the LED is on. Here's a magnet, off, on, off, on, off.
So you can see there that the board itself is slightly magnetic as well, but really we've solved the problem. And so, yep, it's a very easy hack to make if you want that inverted behavior. Come along to www.Terrain-Tronics.com to buy your Wiston Lite boards. There are 10 of them in a pack here, so you can really make your interactive terrain light up and do all sorts of things by putting magnets on the bottom of your minis and so on, and really light up your terrain. Thanks again for your time. See you soon. Bye-bye.